This is going to be a long intro, but it will make sense in the end. If you really want to see the exercises only, skip to the timestamp you see on the screen. I want to try to explain something that is the root for my entire training approach. I really don't like systems that only work if the conditions are perfect, where you need a gym or a perfect schedule, because I found real life just isn't like that, especially when it's not just you and you have a spouse or kids. So if I couldn't have any of these things and they disappeared, what would I still be able to do? That's when it hit me and I realized bodyweight calisthenics are at the center of my entire approach. Your body is your equipment and gravity is always around. I didn't want to be strong only inside a gym, and I also didn't want my ability to disappear the moment I'm outside my routine. I can do every movement I need. Push, pull, hinge, squat, brace, and carry. Everything else I use exists to support or challenge my bodyweight calisthenic base and not replace it. Okay, now to the nitty gritty. Now I can explain how I apply this philosophy. I don't think in terms of gym versus calisthenics, I think in terms of layers. At the center is always bodyweight. That means movements like push-ups and dips for pushing, pull-ups and rows for pulling, squats and lunges for legs, and gravity for core work. This is your bare bones foundation. Now from there, I adjust demand, not the movement. If something is too difficult, I don't change the exercise, I just dial it back. I do this best with resistance bands. Bands let me reduce body weight without changing the pattern. A band-assisted pull-up is still a pull-up. A band-assisted dip is still a dip. And you can even step it up significantly with band-assisted one-arm pull-up. There are hundreds of variations, but you really can get 80% or more just sticking to these. Pull-ups and chin-ups for vertical pulling, row variations from assisted to tucked for horizontal pulling, push-ups and pike push-ups and handstands for both vertical and horizontal pushing, and split squats plus pistol squats and calf raises for your legs. And lastly, leg raises, basic sit-ups, and isometrics for your core. Eventually, all of these can become too easy, and instead of finding new exercises, just add weight. Layer loads on top with weighted calisthenics, and even use your sandbags like I do. The pattern stays the same, the demand increases. Weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, loaded push-ups, and sandbag squats. This is what I mean by modular. When doing bodyweight training, I mix it up greatly. If I'm doing only bodyweight, I might race the clock and do variations of drop sets, 6-4-2 most commonly. Just make sure to hit every direction. By this, I mean if I'm doing calisthenic workouts, I make sure to do a vertical and horizontal push, a vertical and horizontal pull, and a leg day. And all you really need is one or two variations of each of those. Only when I start mixing bodyweight workouts one day and heavy sandbags the other day do I skip my leg days. Instead, I do core on the bodyweight training days since I am doing heavy sandbag squats the other days. To put it simply, I scale down with bands and scale up with load, where I strip away everything and I still train. It's the same movements, just different layers. Sure, from the outside, the approach can be seen as just minimalism, and to a degree it is. If I'm traveling, I can train, and if I don't have access to a gym, I can train. If for whatever reason I'm injured, I can dial things down without stopping. I don't have big comebacks or layoffs in my training, and I'm in a constant state of training. The exercises don't change. What changes is control, range, assistance, load, and density. That's really it. I generally want things I could do almost anywhere at any time. Again, to hammer the point, body weight is the base and the foundation of my training. Bands let me dial it down, sandbags let me step it up. Let me know what your approach is in the comments, and thanks for watching.